Hey everybody, Whitehawkup here, and let's play Donkey Kong Country Returns Part 11, 5-5, Long Shot Launch, and this is going to be completely unrelated with the video or the game at all. But doesn't Super Mario Galaxy, the first one, have the best soundtrack you've ever heard? I mean, there's not one song on that game that just doesn't wow me. I know, off topic, crazy, yeah, whatever. Here, this video, or I should say level, rather, is, I know some people have a pet peeve with that, rather. Oh, fell number 1 on this level. I know some people have a pet peeve of saying rather. I don't know why, because it's pretty much just correcting yourself, but in a different sense. But anyways, the premise of this level, and I notice that I keep saying that, the premise. But the premise of this level is to get around the barrels, navigate yourself around the barrels. Kind of has an original Donkey Kong Country vibe to it, so it's pretty cool. In fact, this whole video kind of has a nostalgia factor to it in terms of the original Donkey Kong Country, so that's cool. Of course, the barrels labeled with skulls indicate that once you fire the barrel, it will no longer be there. So you've got only one chance. So don't fuck up, in other words. And just like that, for example. Luckily we got an extra life, which we don't really need. I mean, they hand lives out. That's one complaint I have with Nintendo games, is they give you too many lives that you really need. I mean, really? Do I really need 34 lives? I mean, that's a little excessive, don't you think? I mean, for some people, maybe. But considering there's Super God mode, I don't see why it's really necessary. But anyway, that's another thing. Fail number 3, I believe, on this level. This level's not really challenging. Of course, I'm expressing the exact opposite of what I just said there, because I failed 3 times on this level already. But like I said in the last video, patience is a virtue. And when it comes to this game, just be patient, and we'll more than likely succeed at that level. Just keep trying. Right here's a little tricky. Yeah, we're at the end of the level 3 times. Fell 3 times, and here's a little puzzle piece right here. Let's hit 15 stacks of bananas. Pretty decent. It's very rare that you'll get 15 balloons, extra lives, 1-ups, whatever you want to call them, in the barrels, regardless of how many times you hit it. So here we are, Muncher Marathon. Now this level's tricky. You've got insects chasing you, and you can't stop, but there's a catch to this level, and a lot of people just think that you have to rush through it, and you don't have a lot of time. Regardless of how fast you go, the insects will catch up to you. It's inevitable. They will catch up to you. So, thing is, have patience. Just don't go running through the level with no comprehension whatsoever. Just take your time. The insects will catch up no matter what, just like that. See, I think I'm going at a fairly good pace, but the insects still catch up to me. They're gonna do that regardless. So just go at your own pace. Don't go too slow, obviously, but just feel it and just go at your own pace, and you should be fine. It's not really difficult. There aren't too many enemies in your way. There are a few obscure objects that may like these colliding. I don't know what to call them. Towers, I guess. I don't know. that get in your way. But even if you wait, it still shouldn't be too much of trouble. And down there, I believe there's a puzzle piece. Don't quote me on that, but I believe there's a puzzle piece down there. So just woke up, so I'm doing this commentary fairly early, but I hope you guys don't mind. And we're almost finished here. Just go through the automatic barrels, and you can get that K and go back to the previous barrel you shot out of, and you should still be okay. Then we got DK, 15 banana coins, which is pretty good. I mean, it's always nice to have banana coins. Of course, just like extra lives, it's probably too excessive. There's probably too much of it. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna go to Cranky's shop and we're gonna get a key. Man, I wish Cranky was cranky. It just takes me out of the experience. If there's one complaint I have about this game, is Cranky is not cranky. I don't know what the developers were thinking when they did that. Cranky is supposed to be an asshole, and he's not. And it's just, I don't know. It's not a big gripe. It's nitpicking, but at the same time, it's like Cranky's cranky. That is the epitome of cranky, is being cranky, and Cranky Kong is not cranky. But anyways, enough of my small little rant there. So I didn't even catch the name of this level. Oh yeah, Spores. This is the unlocked level, of course. So yeah, you've got to use the spores to navigate. Once again, I have to stop repeating words. But you have to use the spores to navigate through the level. Right here, and when you jump on a spore, do not press the jump button or you'll hit the spikes. So make sure to avoid that. Use the hippos as a platform. Use the jump button as you're going onto the hippo to get that Kong letter. Here are more of the cling swings, as I would like to say. And here's a bonus, which it's not my intentions to really go into bonuses, so I'm just gonna jump down here. Yeah, we hear the sad music. Oh well, we'll live. And right here, yeah, you see there's an example of not jumping when you're going forward on the spores when there's spikes above you. Is you will get hit. Not too hard to avoid. It's a habit for some. I know it's a habit for me, but I try my best to concentrate not to do it. Here are more the hovering tikis, flying tikis, whatever you want to call them. Don't know the real name for them. There's a puzzle piece. All you have to do is go forward to get it. I'm not gonna get it, so just in case you want it, there it is. And there lies another puzzle piece. Puzzle pieces are apparently pretty obvious in this level where they're at. So if you want to get them, there they are. They're not difficult at all to get. So 15 banana stacks once again. Unfortunately, I think eventually we'll get 15 lives. But anyways, so yeah. Wigglevine Wonders. Now this level, you are introduced to another enemy. I believe it's the first time you're introduced to this enemy, where the Venus flytraps will actually eat the vine while you're on it. And oops, did not mean to fall there. So yeah, they will eat the vine while you're on it, and you have to be quick as to where you want to go. It's a lot easier than it sounds, really, but for some reason people have a hard. I never really got how people have, or maybe it's just because video games are second nature to me. I don't know, especially platformers. I grew up playing platformers like this from the age of 5, almost when I came out the womb. I started playing platformers like this, side-scrolling platforms, so maybe it's just second nature to me, but I don't really find this game all that difficult. The initial 8 worlds I don't find too difficult, and I don't really see why so many people do. I've read so many reviews that this game is really difficult and test your skills, but really I don't really know why it just does it for me. But some people are different, and that's no means of calling them casual gamers, but because I don't really base skill on how good you are at a certain genre of video games, or in video games in general, even if you're not very good at video games. The only thing that would irk me is if you at least acknowledge that you're not that good at them, so. But if you play video games, you enjoy video games, then in my eyes, you're a hardcore gamer. So, this level reminds me of the forest level on the original Donkey Kong Country, where the vine's moving forward and you have to avoid the vultures. In this case, of course, you're avoiding the spikes. So, and here's where the vine goes down, and there we are. And he spits you out, and you don't have a lot of time to react to grab the vine, so that was kind of my fault there, because I decided to jump on the vine too high. This game's pretty much trial and error. You're gonna fuck up eventually, and you just have to learn from your fuck ups, basically. Get the banana fairy there. I believe this game references a lot from all Donkey Kong Country games, not just Donkey Kong Country, because I believe banana fairies are in Donkey Kong 64. So this game it references to a lot of Donkey Kong games, even Jungle Beat. If you ever play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, it has that vibe to it. So let's try this again. Go lower this time. There we go. That was perfect. And here's where the vine is going to go up, which that really doesn't do anything. It probably makes it easier in a sense. Make sure we avoid these spikes, spinning spikes. And here we are. Easy way to get 4 banana coins there. Unfortunately, we didn't get the DK, but hey, we completed the level. That's always a plus. And we're at the boss. Now this is the first boss that you have to use a little bit of strategy. It's kind of strategic. As the other bosses, it was pretty much straightforward. You knew what to do. And this boss is too, but you have to think a little bit more of what you have to do. If it's your first time watching this game, which I doubt it because this game's been Let's Played quite a bit, the idea of this level is you have to hit every switch on every spherical, whatever it's called. It's like a wheel. I think calling it a wheel is probably best because it spins. And he's pissed. He's pissed. The flute tiki will possess him. So you have to hit the switch in each spinning wheel, and by doing that, and then by hitting every switch, and of course while you're hitting the switch you have to avoid him because he's gonna follow you with it. You have to you're not gonna know his exact path because I believe it's random, but just try your best to avoid him. If you see he's getting near you, just drop down below and try again. Because it's not timed. It's only timed once you hit all the switches that you have a certain amount of time before the electricity comes back on them. And here I've got a strategy here where I stay at the top wheel, and as he comes as he comes below, I just drop down and hit him. And yeah, I got hit right there. But luckily, they supply lots of parts in these boss battles. Oh yeah, and eventually he'll let out electricity that'll kind of be stationary while it's moving, but it'll be moving around the wheels and whatnot. You have to avoid that, but it's still not too hard. It's a relatively easy boss. You may fail a few times your first playthrough, because I know I did, just because I was confused of what I had to do the first time, and the second time I just didn't really build a strategy on how to beat him. But once you know how to beat him, your next playthrough is going to be really easy. And there we go, the fourth boss of the game, dead. And let's see how many hits we can get out of this guy. Hopefully 21 or more. And let's see what we got here. I think that's cool as shit how you can just beat the shit out of your boss. Yeah, I believe that's the max, because I shake the Wii remote like a madman. Alright guys, that does it for this Let's Play. I'll see you guys in part 12, I believe. Yeah, so Whitehawkup, and I'm out.